Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, cry, and hug, friendship solid as gold. My soul whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows, NKOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I was thinking we should do?
What?
I was thinking in honor of the, is it No Strings Attached? 3rd or 20th anniversary?
Yes.
We should have another NSYNC episode.
Hey, we've got some content for that.
We do.
We've got a really awesome story about NSYNC Coachella.
So I think we should have that on the docket. So
Okay.
we should put a little call out to people to send NSYNC stories.
Yeah, send your NSYNC stories. Yeah.
We love a good NSYNC story.
Yeah, I love a good nice like Lance Bass meeting him.
I like a good NSYNC fanfic.
Oh yeah.
I found that one.
Who used to write those? I don't know.
I don't know who used to write NSYNC fanfic.
I just don't know.
Who did that?
At the Sunglass Hut.
Certainly not Lance Bassass. Or me for Lance B.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, just to put that right at the top.
I like it. I like that idea. I like the way you talk.
Thank you. So how was your week?
It was better. It's getting better.
I have to say, you guys, I'm just going to say it.
Oh, go for it.
So Nikki is officially like moving in.
Yeah.
Like they have slept at their new house.
We have.
We just had dinner there.
Yeah. My mattress is now in the new house. So
right.
I will be sleeping in my new bed tonight.
Right. And it's really, really nice, you guys.
I'm excited.
And her bathroom, I have to tell you, I didn't say this when we were up there, but Sadie was using your bathroom.
Yeah. And
she said, "This is the best bathroom ever."
Aww.
And I said, "Why? Is it because it's new?" And she said, "No, it's because of that." And it was your donut
shower curtain. Oh.
She loved your donut shower curtain.
I have an extra one. Do you have a tub that has a
It's a door.
Oh.
She asked me if I would get one for her shower cuz it's like she calls it her bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
She's 7, she doesn't have her own bathroom.
Right.
But it's the one that she takes her baths in. And I said I would look for something with a donut on it for her bathroom.
Maybe you could get because it's glass, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you could get stick-ons.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe
like
I can make them for you.
Yes.
On the Cricut. Yeah, I can do that.
Like donut stick-ons.
Yeah, I can do that.
So she would love that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
That would be fun. Those. But no, you guys, it's really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
And
I'm excited to be there. And we just talked while we were leaving. And I said, Brooke, what do you think about that room? Do you think we could do a podcast episode? It's probably too small, right? And you were like, no,
we could do that.
So next week, I think we're going to be in a new location.
Yeah, next door at the new place.
And then we'll be there for a little bit until the upstairs gets refinished.
Right. And then that'll be our permanent home.
That will be our permanent home. I'm excited about that.
That's exciting.
Excited about that.
That's exciting. So we are, I think, kind of psyched about this episode today.
Yeah.
Because we're doing something we haven't done in a while.
Right. And here's the thing. The reason why we haven't, full disclosure, is because we're not getting the 80s and 90s stories that we like.
And not even the ones that not like that we like,
no.
But like we're not getting as many as we would like.
Right. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. We're not getting any.
Right. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. So
it's kind of dried up.
It has, and I want that well to fill up.
Right. Fill up that well.
Yeah.
Fill up that inbox at mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
Please do.
And send us your 80s and 90s stories and your NSYNC stories.
Right.
And your New Kid stories too.
Yeah, that too.
Don't forget those. But 80s and 90s, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
So
let's just
intro.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is My So-Called Whatever.
Hey. Yay.
So here we are.
80s and 90s stories and embarrassing moments.
And a Valentine's Day story, too.
Hey, why not?
Because we didn't do a Valentine's episode.
We didn't. Well, we did last year, I think.
I know. I think we did.
I think Charlene had sent it in. I don't know why. Or maybe we wanted to do a Valentine's Day episode and we didn't get the stories that we...
Well, that was a rough area
Yeah.
of time,
Yeah.
too. Like, there was a week there we didn't record, I
Yeah.
think. And
Yeah.
anyway. So, that's all right. We'll just share
this
it
was
now.
from last year.
Oh, this is from last year?
Yeah.
Well, this has been sitting around for some time.
Yeah.
Let's dust her off.
But...
What was that noise?
I don't know. It sounded like the noise that you make when you like outline a glass.
Oh, like the wine glass? That sounded like a sick owl.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers. All right, so this was when we put a call out and we still want them 80s and 90s stories and embarrassing moments. So like tell us something really embarrassing. It doesn't have to be from the 80s and 90s. An embarrassing story. We want to hear
We
it.
like embarrassing stories.
We do. I think they're great.
I do too.
So should I read this one?
Sure.
All right, this is Jessica's embarrassing stories. Hello, Nikki and Brooke, and all of my so-called whatever. I have 2 embarrassing stories and unfortunately involve me doing the same embarrassing thing both times.
Perfect.
When I was little, I took ballet and tap classes for a few years. One day in ballet class, we were doing, is it barre?
I think it's just bar.
Oh, bar. We were doing bar exercises where you have one leg up on the bar. Oh, no. You may have already guessed what happens next.
God.
We were all quietly listening to the teacher. There was some quiet music on, and the teacher was giving us directions.
Oh, no.
Then I farted. There was about a 1-second pause before the entire room started laughing. There were maybe 10 other girls in the class and the teacher. I just started laughing too, but I was so embarrassed. I thought, this was it. I was going to die of embarrassment. The clearest part in my memory was how hard the teacher was laughing. She had tears in her eyes and she couldn't even speak. Once the laughing ended, we just kept going on with the class and that was it. I don't remember being teased about it or anyone even talking about it again. I obviously never forgot about it. I think I got lucky with that one.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. That is so...
Bwomp.
Bwomp. That's what I used to say. Bwomp. A few years later in 7th grade, I was in science class. Oh no. Before 7th grade, I'd gone to a really small private school from K to 6th grade where I had the same group of close friends for years. Then in 7th grade, when everything sucked super bad already, I got sent to public school where I didn't know a single person, and my friends from private school all got sent to other schools. Oh, did our school close?
Or maybe
Sad.
like that was maybe like
Oh,
junior high. Was that 7th
gotcha.
grade? That's maybe.
In science class that day, I was sitting in front of 2 of the popular girls in school. One of the girls was super nice, the other was not. But that day, they were both being nice to me, so I was feeling all confident and good about myself. Towards the end of the class, I had a question and I decided I would ask the girl behind me, the one who wasn't very nice most of the time, but she was being nice today, so why not? So I turned around to ask her my question, and as I turned around in my seat, yep, I farted. Once again, it was in a fairly quiet room and everyone started laughing. This time, for some reason, I denied it and said it wasn't me, and the girl kept pointing at me saying it was totally you. I felt my face turning red as I laughed. Laughing was just a nervous reaction. I guess because I thought I was going to die. I was too scared to talk to that girl ever again, and I definitely did not sit by her again either. 7th grade continued to suck a lot, but once again, my fart story disappeared and was never heard about again. Thank God.
Oh
My God, Jessica.
As if 7th grade isn't hard enough.
7th grade.
And then you fart in science
Right,
class.
right. I know,
Oh,
right.
you poor thing.
Jessica, we love you.
We really do.
For me, I think 6th grade was hard for me.
7th grade was definitely the hardest for me.
Really?
Yes, by far.
I came into myself in 7th grade. I started like coming into myself and being more confident.
Yep, that was like me in 8th grade.
But like 6th grade, like I got most gullible. Like why even have that superlative?
I don't know. They always did.
And it was like most gullible, really? Like, so I get like chastised. Is that a word?
Chastised?
Did I say chastised?
I think you did.
I get, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
I get like put down because I'm a trusting person.
No, I think that it was supposed to be endearing.
Well, it wasn't. But I can say, I don't think I ever farted. I would accept like playing basketball because you're like you couldn't control.
Like you couldn't not.
No, like. But I was okay. So I was always scared to trust a fart.
You never trust a fart.
You never. I know like. Let's just be honest here. Let's be frank. Never trust a fart.
No.
Especially this day and age. Like at your age, don't ever trust
At your
a fart.
age, especially.
Especially home games, well, especially any kind of game, I never trusted a fart because all I could picture was like having diarrhea run down my leg. And it never happened. Like I never saw somebody.
Oh my God. Yes, this happened.
What?
Okay.
What?
So a girl I work with, her husband
Oh no.
is a phys ed teacher.
Okay.
At a high school or a school.
Okay.
Like a middle school,
Okay.
I guess. And recently somebody pooped on the floor.
But like you didn't know who? But like they didn't know
Like
who?
in the gym. No. There was poop in the gym. On the floor. It was just there.
Like somebody
it
dropped their
smelled so
drawers
bad.
and took a
Like,
shit.
I don't know. So I was like, maybe somebody like had shorts on, like gym shorts, and they pooped. Like they pooped themselves and it like came out the leg.
Like what was the consistency?
I don't know. I did not ask. But like
Gross.
it was human poop.
Gross.
And it smelled so bad. She said that like
Who took care of it?
the custodian had to
Thank
come
God.
clean it up, and then like they had to call him back in to like do something about the smell because the smell wouldn't go away.
Oh my God.
And like he had classes.
Ugh.
So I was like, well, maybe somebody was just wearing shorts and they like pooped and it came out. And like, what's a 6th or 7th grade kid going to do? They're going to run.
Right.
They're not going to like try to clean it up, and they're not going to go to the teacher and be like, excuse me, I just pooped out of my shorts.
Oh,
But, like,
no.
I don't know. Anyway, so that just made me think of that.
Thank God they didn't find out who it was.
I know. Well, this just happened like not long ago.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
So maybe they will.
don't try to find out. Like, don't.
No, just leave. Just leave
Let
it.
it be. Let it be. Somebody
Phantom
accidentally
poop.
had. Yeah, just let
Phantom
it be.
poop.
Just let it be.
Yep.
That's better left unsaid.
Yes. You don't ever want to know who did that.
No.
What if it was like the cute boy? Not anymore.
Well, don't trust a fart.
Don't.
I tell Bryn
Ever.
and Brody this all the time. Never trust a fart.
No, never.
Because the time you trust it, when you're around other people, is going to be the time you poop your pants.
You're going to shit your pants, or
Yep.
it's going to smell really bad, or
Right.
it's going to be like really long and loud and smell bad, or it's going to be a triple whammy. Long and loud, smell bad, poop in pants.
Yep.
Just don't trust it.
It's going to be one of those wafters.
Like go into the bathroom,
Yeah.
make sure there's nobody in there.
Right. And then let it rip.
Just let it rip.
Yeah.
And then hightail it out of there.
So I do have to say, last night I had a group of 11 middle school girls
Yes.
stay the night at my house. And we started talking about farting.
Yeah.
And like none of them say let it rip. Like that's like
Is
an
that like
old
a-
person saying?
Really?
Yes.
Let her rip?
Yes.
What do they say?
They say farted.
Sadie
Fart.
Sadie says fart, and she also says break wind.
No, she does not say break wind.
She does.
Oh.
I think that's because that's what my parents would say.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
Like break wind. My dad says break wind.
Someone who will remain nameless used to call it fluffing.
Fluffing?
Yes.
Who
And
used
it
to,
would make me cringe.
who used to say that? Why did he say that?
I don't know, but like
That's
the very
stupid.
first time I heard him say it, I was like, no, we're not dating. Like, no.
Fluffing?
Fluff.
Fluff?
Yeah.
Does he know what a fluffer is?
I don't think at the time he knew what a fluffer was.
But like, no. That's what his mom used to tell him when he was a little boy.
You fluffed.
Yeah, you fluffed.
And how I found out was he asked me if I fluffed.
And
I
you're
was
like, excuse me? What?
It was like, did
Come
you
again?
fart? And I did, but I told him I didn't.
Oh, man.
I was like, no, I wouldn't do that.
All right, I have a story to read.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
I'm going to read this next one.
Okay.
It is Leanne's unsuspecting encounter with the Backstreet Boys.
Woo!
I'm excited for this one.
Backstreet's back.
All right. Hi, Brooke and Nikki.
Hey.
I've loved listening to the podcast for the past year and a half.
Oh, thank you.
After seeing how many BSB fans are in our Facebook group, I decided I needed to share my story about an unsuspecting encounter with them.
I'm ready for this.
I'm here for it. Okay, it's the summer of 1998.
Oh, that was wow.
It is the summer after my freshman year of college.
And that would be ours too, right? No, it would be
That
the
was
summer
our summer
of graduating
after senior year. I'm home and working at MKE. Hey, which is the airport code for General Mitchell International Airport.
We are airport buddies.
In Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Can I just tell you, just real quick, any time I see Milwaukee or hear Milwaukee,
You think MKE?
no,
Oh.
I think Wayne's World, Milwaukee,
Milwaukee. Yeah.
Milwaukee.
I just want to give a shout out to my airport buddy.
Hey.
Because, working at the airport is a rite of passage.
It is. I never worked at the airport.
Everything I learned from life, I learned from the airport. For realsies.
For sure.
Like, I learned about people cheating on other people. I learned about, just like anything and everything, things I didn't want to know.
Right.
For sure. Definitely learned at the airport.
My hometown borders the airport. My job would span from late May to late August.
Oh.
After interviewing, I learned that my job would be as security personnel on one of the concourses.
Oh, even better.
The concourse my company serviced included Northwest Airlines and some FunJet flights here and there.
Oh, what's FunJet?
Fast forward. Well, FunJet is like discount carrier. And I don't even know, like they still have FunJet vacations, which I price match.
Oh.
But I've never seen a FunJet jet.
Oh.
Flash forward.
Doing it.
I'd been an employee for about 2.5 months. It's Sunday, August 2nd, 1998. I love the date. Like, I love that you know the date.
Yes.
My shift was 1 to 9 p.m. I remember that it was very late. Most likely past 9. It could have been closer to 10 p.m. We could not leave until the last passenger boarded and the last flight left.
Right. You never had a time.
Right.
Like, yeah, you were scheduled.
I remember going and hanging out with you.
Right. You were scheduled until 10. Yeah, BS.
You're there till like 2 a.m.
No. Like, sometimes 5 a.m. Sometimes I'd meet the morning crew.
And then sometimes we go deliver bags.
Yeah, and that was fun.
That was fun.
I always loved doing that.
We could not leave until the last passenger boarded and the last flight left. Okay. Sometimes this meant we stayed later than 9 p.m. I remember I was at the hand wand station.
Hey.
Hand wash station. We rotated positions every so often, every half hour or hour. I can't remember. Anyway, my job was to wand passengers who beeped through the metal detector. The concourse was dead. We were very light staffed. Others were allowed to leave early, and a few of us worked until last flight. I was starting to get a little tired and was ready to go home. 2 passengers put their carry-ons through the scanner. I noticed they were about my age. It looked like a guitar case went through, and my coworker flagged it to be thoroughly checked. I remember thinking, thank God I'm not on scanner. I can't remember ever seeing a guitar go through, and my coworker was spending a lot of time checking this guitar case. Meanwhile, I noticed one of the 2 guys was hot. I mean, they both were good looking, but one really caught my eye. I watched them as they talked to each other and laughed with hands in their pockets. The hot guy, a blonde wearing a Lakers jersey,
Oh, I know who this is.
had my head spinning. I know him, I think to myself. Where did we meet? Did he date someone I knew? Did someone have a fling or something with this guy? All of this is running through my head as I am watching them. I will ask my friend tomorrow. She will know for sure, I think to myself. Finally, the guitar passes inspection and they make their way to my metal detector. They didn't set the metal detector off. After they pass through, the blonde's friend smiles at me and says, "Aw, you look tired." I glance over to his blonde friend and his head is turned around looking at the wall? A pretend distraction in the otherwise empty airport. I'm not sure. He's definitely not looking at me. I focus my eyes back on his friend and his eyes are soft and friendly. He's interested in talking. This guy had super bright red hair, like spray painted bright red and some sort of goatee. Good looking, I thought. Bad boy, though. Blonde guy is still not interested, of course. Ugh, story of my life. I smiled and told bad boy I am tired. I'm looking forward to getting home after a long weekend. He said, yeah, me too. And he laughed. He smiled at me, but I could tell he heard the not interested but courteous tone of my voice. Oh no, I'm sorry, I thought to myself. He said, well, have a good night. You too, I replied. They went on their way. After they left, I thought, ugh, the blonde was just not into me.
Oh.
I feel like he knows one of my friends or something. Does he not like us for some reason? I'm thinking hard. And then I felt a pang of worry that I dissed his friend. Did I diss him? I'm tired. I don't know. Ugh, this is what meeting boys at 19-year-old is made of. Always complicated. I shrugged it off and went home. The next day, I went into work shortly before 1 p.m. I went to our punch-in cubicle and picked up the newspaper before my shift started. In full color, on a front page, was the bright red-headed bad boy I met last night. Backstreet Boys take stage in Milwaukee.
Oh,
the headline read,
MG.
or something similar. I nearly dropped the paper, picked it back up, and ran over to my coworker, who had scanned their guitar case. Is this the guy with the guitar last night? I said. He was like, yeah, I thought you knew. I said, I didn't. I mean, I know all their songs on the radio, but I don't really follow magazines or stuff like that. He said, yeah, that was a couple of the Backstreet Boys.
Oh my gosh.
I went back to the cubicle to sit. At first, I was in a daze, but then I started laughing so hard. I had just had an authentic meeting experience with AJ McLean and Nick Carter. We were just a couple of late teens, early 20-somethings. Who knows what AJ and Nick were really thinking when we met. But I'll never forget thinking that I dissed AJ and Nick Carter blew me off. How dare he? For the record, their versions of this meeting may totally be different. Maybe AJ was just intrigued that I didn't know who he was. And maybe, just maybe, Nick Carter just wanted to get on a plane to go to sleep. Every once in a while, when I think that no one is paying attention to me, I say, how dare you, Nick Carter? It will forever and always be my favorite personal inside joke. So there it is, my 1998 Backstreet Boys story. Hope you enjoy. Take care, Leanne.
That was unreal.
That really was amazing. Then she went on to write, one other really quick story I just thought of. When I was 14, I had an older boyfriend that had already graduated high school. Obviously, my mom was not happy about that. One day, he came to see me when school got out. I saw him for a minute, then went to where my mom picked me up. The closer I got to her car, I realized that she was not in it. I got to the car and turned around and saw my mom, who was 5'2", with a handful of my boyfriend's shirt, pulling him down to her level, saying who knows what. OMG. She told him to stay away from me, and that's it. It was so embarrassing then, but now I realize that my mom was a total badass who just didn't want some idiot to F with her daughter. He really was an idiot. Thanks, Mom. Love you guys.
Oh my gosh, your mom was awesome.
Little Spitfire.
Yes, she was.
She was not going to
You
let
listen to me, sonny boy.
some older boy.
No. Could you imagine? Bryn's 14 right now.
No, I can't imagine. I would go and find him.
I would find him.
I would do that. Same thing.
You and I would go after him and be like, listen, we know what you're here for. We know what you're here for.
You're not
It's
getting
not
it.
gonna happen.
It's not happening. You're not getting it.
No. You can.
You know why?
You can go die.
She's a good girl. You can go die. But seriously.
Right. Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Leanne, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
That was amazing. All right. Charlene's embarrassing 5th grade moment. The story I'm about to tell should be very embarrassing, but it physically hurt so much the pain blew any embarrassment out of my mind. Let me take you back. Throughout elementary school, once a month, our school would have a roller skate party at our local roller rink. It would be 4 hours of joy on wheels for me. One roller party in 5th grade, I got there extra early. So early that there weren't many people skating yet. This made me so excited because I realized I could skate as fast as I wanted. That's exactly what I did. I started skating, and with every lap, I got faster and faster. It may have been the fastest my 11-year-old legs had ever skated. It was heaven. Just happy awesomeness. Well, until I misjudged a curve. With any basic old roller skating rink, it was an oval with the sides as long stretches. As I came out of the curve, I didn't place my right foot down solid, and instead of standing into it, the wheels went out in front of me. I tried to catch myself with my left foot, but since I was going so fast, that foot flew out in front of me as well. So from standing up, I came slamming down with full force down into my butt. Ow. More specifically, my tailbone.
Ow.
Oh, holy crap.
Ugh.
Ouch. My momentum made me slide like the captain. My momentum made me slide like the capital letter L from one end of the rink to the other curve. I finally slowed down and stopped and realized I couldn't stand up. So I crawled onto the bench of the rink. Off of the rink. Man, it hurt so bad. I think one of my friends came over and asked if I was okay as I was trying to rub my sad back/butt. I didn't even cry. It hurt so much I didn't even cry. Didn't even feel embarrassed that I ate crap in front of everyone because it hurt that bad. That's one of my favorite self-inflicted wounds. Here are some photos of me around that time. Cheers to everyone being a clumsy dork. I'm still waiting to grow out of it. I love you guys always. Charlene. # forever friends. # cross country friends. # LBC to Bangor. Charlene, look at her.
She's
look how
so
styling
cute.
she is.
Also, she looks exactly the same.
She does. She sure does.
Like, identical.
Yes, she does. For sure.
That is hurting me, like, just thinking about it, though.
Oh, I love that that there's a California license plate behind her. It says, "Excuse me."
I was just looking at that.
And then there's another one that says, "The 10 danger signs of love."
So, see those bears on that thing?
Yeah.
I just got really close to the microphone. See those bears?
I see those bears.
So my mom, okay, I don't know if those bears are the same bears, and I don't know the name of the bears.
They're the bears, the collectible bears,
They're like my
Boyd's
mom.
bears. Boyd's bears.
Well, so my mom has these little ceramic bears.
Yeah.
That she bought when she worked at Carlton Cards.
Okay, which had Boyd's bears.
And she still has them, and she bought them because this is my mom. She bought her family.
Oh.
So like there's like my dad and her, and there's a me bear, and there's a Bo bear.
Oh.
And then she had I think she had my grandmother. Anyway, she has a bunch of these bears. She built for Sadie a dollhouse for the bears out of a cardboard box. But she used she made wallpaper. It's really quite adorable.
That's adorable.
And she has little furniture pieces that came with the bears too, but then also furniture pieces for dollhouses. Anyway, Sadie plays with these bears. But those bears look like the same bears.
I think they're Boyd's bears, I think.
I don't remember but I feel like those are all the same.
Yeah.
Little collectible bears.
That's adorable. I love that story. I love it.
So, Charlene, we love you.
We love you so much.
Thank you.
I'm trying to see. Okay, so on that picture where it says 10 danger signs of love, up it says 29, but next to it says happy birthday.
Yeah. Was that at school?
It must have been.
And was that I don't know, maybe that was a birthday, a birthday bulletin board or something?
Maybe. Very cool.
That is very cool.
Also, I'm thinking, how could she wear a turtleneck in California?
Well, she also wears a parka
That's true.
when it's 55
That's true. When
degrees.
she came to get us at the airport, I was like ready to throw some shorts on. She was dressed in a parka.
She was wearing a parka.
Yeah.
And you were like, woohoo, let's go to the
Yes.
beach.
Right. I was.
I want to get a tan.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to read Mandy's Cabbage Patch Kids story.
Sounds good.
Hey, Nikki and Brooke.
Hey.
While watching a decade special about Christmas, I was reminded about my first Cabbage Patch Kid.
Ooh.
My grandma was always on top of her game while shopping, usually for sales and always early. Summer of 1983, she saw a sale for these new dolls. So she grabbed 4
Wow.
for my 3 cousins, and I never realized how crazy it would be to get them closer to Christmas. Oh, and never realizing how crazy it would be to get them closer to Christmas. She also never told anyone else in the family she had bought them because she always liked for the adults to be surprised as well. So Christmas morning, as my cousins and I opened our Cabbage Patch Kids, my parents, aunts, and uncles were in shock at what they saw. They asked how did she get her hands on 4, and she simply said, I got them back in August. Why? She had no clue the hype over them. Aside from her novellas, Spanish soap operas, she didn't watch much TV. Mine was a little bald baby whose head smelled so good.
Oh, they still smell so good.
I don't remember what his name was or what I named him. I always change the names of my Cabbage Patch Kids because I usually didn't like their birth certificate names.
Truth.
Flash forward to 1996.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Sorry. That is one of the places I want to go to
Yes.
on our way, Baby Lane General.
Yes, you told me that you
Yeah.
wanted to go there. Like you were planning on going
Yeah,
there.
that's what we're planning on going.
Where
there.
is it?
It's in Georgia, I believe.
Oh. Flash forward to 1996. Tickle Me Elmo craze. Well, the same thing happened for my baby sister Angela. Her godfather, who was also our cousin, saw the Elmo at Toys R Us shortly after Angela's birthday in October. Since he had already gave her a birthday present, he figured he'd save it for Christmas. Well, we all know what happened with that toy. It was insane to see the demand for it. People were selling them for thousands of dollars once they did get their hands on them. This time, we all did know what Angela was going to open Christmas morning. Once my cousin saw the hype, he let us all know he had already gotten it a few months before. Not that any of us would have tried to even get one. Well, Christmas morning, we were all so excited to see Angela open the gift of the year. She loved it. She loved it so much, she pressed his tummy over and over and over and over
cute.
again. If anyone ever heard that Tickle Me Elmo, you know, it was annoying. We then joked that my cousin should have sold it to help pay for his college tuition. But the joy on Angela's face each time she would press his tummy and he would shake and laugh was priceless. She had that thing for years. She actually still has it somewhere, probably in a box in the garage. So, moral of the story, if you see something someone may love, don't hesitate to get it. You never know if it will be way too hard to get later. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. P.S. Whenever I see or hear that phrase, I think of the NSYNC song, LOL.
Merry Christmas.
Love and miss you guys,
Merry
Mandy.
Christmas.
So that was probably submitted around Christmas.
Yeah.
And we're reading it now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Merry Christmas in March.
Happy holidays.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Speaking of holidays,
Yes.
thank you, Mandy, for that story.
Thank you, Mandy.
We have a Valentine's Day story.
Yes, we do.
Let's just do it.
Cool.
So this is Sharpay. Nope. Charlene's Valentine's Day story. With Valentine's Day around the corner,
Hey.
I thought I'd share with you my most memorable Valentine's Day story. When I was stood up in 1999 on Valentine's Day, for real. Taking it back to the 90s, there was a boy who liked me. We'll call him R. He liked me during most of high school. I met him during band camp over the summer. I wasn't actually in the band, but my brother Christopher was, and I had to hang out at school while he was there. R was the drummer, and he seemed very sweet. He was right up my alley, being a pretty good definition of my type. He was thin with big lips and cool 90s hair, shaved around the sides, long and fluffy on the top. It was obvious he liked me. I liked him, and in early 1997, we went to the winter formal together. Here are some very 90s photos of that night. We had fun, danced, and he even kissed me on my doorstep when he dropped me off.
Woo!
It was electric, like a high school movie that would make a first kiss to be. That's how awesome it was. But he was graduating, and I wasn't interested in being his girlfriend. So that was it. Fast forward to the end of 1998. Beginning of 1999. We were both out of high school then. We ran in the same circle of friends, so we never really lost touch. We started talking more on the phone, on our landlines, and started budding what felt like romance. On one phone call, I thought I'd be bold, and I asked him, I have a question. Will you be my Valentine? Without missing a beat, he said, absolutely. Good, I told him. I didn't have my schedule yet for my mall job at a flower store, but when I did, I let him know. Valentine's Day was a week from that conversation. I didn't have class that day and would be off early from work. About 2 days before Valentine's, I left a message on his pager voicemail. I woke up I forgot about that. I forgot about pager voicemail. Just for like a moment.
I never had a pager.
Like you could either like type in the number.
Yeah.
Or you could like leave a voicemail.
Like leave a voicemail.
Later on, you could leave a voicemail. Yeah. About 2 days before Valentine's, I already said that. I woke up on the 14th and went to work. He had my work number, my pager number, and of course my home number. I didn't hear from him at all. I thought I'd come home to my folks saying R called, but nope. My BFF Wendy called me and I told her I hadn't heard anything and I'd call her back. I was mad, hurt, surprised altogether. I called her back and said, let's go out. I don't want to stay at home. So we called our other friend Mike, who mentioned he didn't have plans, and the three of us went to the movies, which was a terrible idea. Facepalm. There were tons of cozy, happy couples, all lovey, together in line at the movies. I even saw my ex-boyfriend in line with his new girlfriend, hugging and happy. Boo. We went into She's All That. I love that movie. Sat down and the movie started, but not for long. About 30 minutes and the power went out. Black screen, no lights, until the backup wall lights kicked on. I got up to go to the front desk and there were people leaving every theater. The employee told me our power was out and we don't know when we can get this fixed. I marched back into the theater and told my friends. The workers said they don't know when they can get this fixed. But I guess I said it loud enough for the whole theater to stand up and leave. That's it. The night was a total bust. I didn't hear from R at all. I did hear from one of his friends. He said R had stood up a different girl he was talking to before. He didn't know why he kept doing that. Months later, when I had a new boyfriend, I did run into him, and it was awkward for him. I didn't celebrate Valentine's Day for 10 years after that. Saying, this is a commercial holiday to make you feel like you don't measure up unless you have a Valentine, it's baloney. From my soapbox. Then I realized in 2009, I boo-hooed a day for a decade after being stood up. Let's make a new memory for February 14th. I had been seeing Cameron and asked him if he would officially want to be my boyfriend.
Aww.
Fast forward to now, almost 8 years married with a 5-year-old. It all worked out. Valentine's Day doesn't have to be magic and roses. Sometimes the power goes out on your Freddie Prinze Jr. movie and it will be fine. I promise. Oh, love you guys. Forever friend, Charlene.
I love you, Charlene. You're the best.
I love your stories.
I know.
I love it so much.
Sometimes the power goes out on your Freddie Prinze Jr. movie.
And I'm so excited that we're going to see her in Boston.
I know. I'm so excited for Boston.
I know.
I can't wait.
New Kids on the Block.
Yeah. That's what my dad used to sing.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was like way back.
Yeah.
We're taking it way back to the old school. And he would make fun of me.
Aww.
Well, he didn't like really make fun of me, but you know how my dad is. He's kind of like silly and like foolish.
Yeah.
And all I did was listen to New Kids on the Block and talk about New Kids on the Block and wear New Kids on the Block clothes and watch them on TV and watch the tapes. And my dad would be like, "What are they saying?" He would say this often enough. And he'd be like, "What are they saying? What's that song? How does that go?" "Oh yeah, New Kids on the Block. Yeah. New Kids on the Block. Go."
That's so funny.
Like he would sing it a lot. And every once in a while, like my mom will remember it and she'll be like, "New Kids on the Block." Yeah.
Oh,
I know. It's fun.
I love your mom and dad.
I love them too. So that was a good episode.
Yeah.
Pat ourselves on the back.
Hey.
And pat our listeners on the back for sending those amazing stories. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. Send them, mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
We love you.
Sending them in, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you listening.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
And hanging out with us.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
So that's
Yeah,
it.
That's it. That's all we got.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.